Yeah, I thought that postseason appearance was just really huge for our program, and we learned a ton from it, especially because it was kind of a unique situation where we didn't expect to get in. Our girls were gone for spring break, and when we came back, we were really relaxed and really played with nothing to lose. And I thought we played some of our best basketball of the season. So I think mentally we can really learn a lot from that experience, and just knowing we can play at that level. I mean, to beat a 20-win Missouri Valley Conference team, to go down to USC Upstate and really play well, even in the loss, I think gives our girls some confidence that we're able to play at that kind of nationally competitive mid-major level. So we're excited getting practice off to a good start. We've been going in the evening since it's homecoming week, and we've been over in Brophy Hall, which is a nice intimate atmosphere. And the thing I like the best is that we've been really practicing scrappy, and we're trying to work on that toughness. In our first practice, we didn't shoot it well. Our offensive movement wasn't great, but we really battled on the boards and defensively. And I like that about our first practice. It's easy when all the shots are falling and everyone's in rhythm, but we want to be able to win games, and we have to kind of grind it out. And I think at least in the first couple days of practice, we've done that. Yeah, we really try hard to schedule regional rivals. We think it helps recruiting. Obviously, it helps budget-wise, and I think it's just fun to play other schools that our fans are familiar with. So, bringing in teams like Northern Illinois, Eastern Illinois, playing Illinois State, Bradley, all those teams really help give us, I think, our fans that appreciation for what we do when we're recruiting against those teams. But we also really like playing marquee games. So playing at Mizzou, they were an NCAA tournament team. They were nationally ranked for a good part of the year. We've played them a couple times. That's a great experience for our kids to step on the floor with an SEC team. Same thing with Marquette. We have a ton of kids from Wisconsin, and to get up there and play against a school that is in a Power 5 conference and obviously probably didn't recruit them, I think it lets our kids kind of be challenged and really try to step up to the plate. And in those games, we can play with nothing to lose. We get a pretty good paycheck for going to play those teams, and to have the chance to maybe try and knock one off, I think is really exciting for our kids. Yeah, I think this is probably the team with the best leadership that I've ever coached. And we've got a lot of kids that are different type of leaders. You look at our seniors, and Mallory Boyle, who's been here for 4 years, been through all the emotions of a college basketball player, from not getting to play to starting, from struggling her freshman and sophomore year to finish, to hitting 2 game winners last year, one in the postseason WBI, probably the biggest shot that has happened at Western Hall, at least in a long time. So she's kind of experienced everything that especially the younger players will be experiencing, and she can relate to them. I think that will really help them. And she's just a really positive, fun-loving kid, and I think that will help our team makeup. And then Jasmine Patrick, our other senior, has only been here 2 years, but she's been through life experiences, spending 5 years in the Navy, and she's a little older, as old as a couple of my assistant coaches, but she brings some maturity to our team, and also some kind of strength and toughness and physicality. So both of our seniors have different leadership abilities I really like. I think Emily Clemens is a great leader, which there's nothing better than having a point guard who's like a coach on the floor. She really understands our offense well, and is a fiercely competitive kid. And so when we talk about bringing that scrappiness, that toughness to our team, I think Emily can really bring it there. And then I think even Taylor Higginbotham, even though just a sophomore, has stepped up into a leadership role, really strong work ethic on and off the court. She's always in the gym, always in the weight room. Again, another competitive kid that wants to push everyone to be better. So I really like our leadership overall, and I think that's going to help our mentality through this season, because that's a big part of it. It's a long season, and you've got to have some kids that are kind of continuing to push the team along as we get through the grind. Yeah, and I think the 2 kids sitting out, they are already like veterans. They were a part of the team last year, so they practiced with us. They understood the system. They've been at another Division I school, so they understand Division I basketball and have played at that level for a couple of years. The big challenge for them will be that this will be their first time really getting significant minutes in a Division I game. So in a way, they're like juniors. In a way, they're like freshmen in games. So the good thing is both of them are pretty mentally tough, and I think that they'll be able to come right in and really contribute. Both give us some length. They can both shoot it. Morgan Bloomer was recruited by a lot of Power 5 conferences out of high school. She's a really good offensive player. And Olivia Braun is probably one of the best defensive players I've ever coached. She's long, 6'2", can block shots, can rebound, and can really move like a guard. So we're expecting big things out of those two. And then our freshmen are all doing an exceptional job getting up to speed. I've talked to each one of them in their individual meetings just about how that freshman year is tough, especially as far as contributing on the floor. Honestly, right now, I think every single one of our freshmen has a chance to play, which is exciting, just a chance to contribute. And we're trying to get them to focus on the process and being the best player they can be and not focusing on, where they are in the lineup. And I think if they do that, that will take care of it. And they're all different players. We've got some skilled kids. Andy Pierce is one of the best shooters and probably has the nicest pull-up jumper of any kid I've coached. Olivia Kaufman can shoot it from deep and get to the basket. Sam Pryor brings some height. She's been rebounding really well in practice, but can also step out and shoot the three, so she's a nice player in that stretch 4 position. And then, Sammy Woodward, who will have to sit out, but she's just kind of a little fireball, great ball handler, can attack the basket and can shoot it. So we're really excited about that group of kids.